Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Bibbidi Bobbidi Books. My name is Ellie and today I'm going to be talking about my pumpkin TBR. So I went pumpkin picking with my fiance today. We went to the pumpkin patch that we go to every year and we picked out our pumpkins that we're going to be carving and decorating this year, and it just made me really inspired to do this video. So basically I thought it'd be really fun to compile a list of books that I want to read that all have pumpkins on the cover or pumpkin in the title. So these are all going to be the perfect reads for this autumn, and I just thought it'd be a really fun idea. There are actually quite a lot of books that I really want to read that have a pumpkin on, so yeah, I've just kind of compiled it all into this little TBR list, and I'm hoping that it might be useful for you if you're looking for something really Halloweeny to pick up this year. I've gone for books that are a range of genres, so I'm hoping there'll be something for everybody. I've also got a graphic novel in there, so yeah, quite a variety. And I've been scouring the internet and scouring lists of books and things, and these are the ones that really caught my attention and that I actually genuinely really want to read. So yeah, I think that these all sound really fun, and without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight in with the first book. Okay, so the first book that I really want to get to is a book called Dark Harvest by Norman Partridge. So I have actually already downloaded this one on my Kindle and I'm planning to pick it up actually on Halloween because I think it sounds like the perfect story to read on Halloween, and it's nice and short as well. It's a short story and I just think it sounds so creepy and weird, and I'm just really intrigued by it. So this is an adult horror short story and it's set in this rural village that has this really weird tradition each autumn. So basically every year on Halloween all of the boys in the village have to go and kind of hunt this creature which is known as the October Boy, and as far as I'm aware the October Boy sort of rises from the cornfields every Halloween and it tries to make its way to the village church by midnight, and all of the boys in the town have to try and stop it by killing it before it reaches its destination in order to win some kind of a prize. So it seems like a really weird kind of game culty type situation, and I just think it sounds really interesting. And I mean, the cover art suggests that this October Boy has some kind of pumpkin-y head, which just sounds so creepy, and I think this is just going to be such a wild ride, and I'm really excited to give that one a go on Halloween. Okay, so next up I have an Agatha Christie book on this list. So Agatha Christie is obviously very well known as the queen of cozy mystery stories, and I'm ashamed to say that I've actually never read an Agatha Christie book before, which is really bad. I really want to correct that because I do enjoy a cozy mystery, but for this list I thought the perfect one to pick would be Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. So this one, it just sounds absolutely perfect for this time of year. It sounds right up my street. So this is actually a book in her Poirot series, and in this story we follow Poirot, who is a famous kind of detective, and he is trying to solve this mystery of a teenager who was drowned in a tub of apples. So it says on the synopsis, at a Halloween party, Joyce, a hostile 13-year-old, boasts that she once witnessed a murder. When no one believes her, she storms off home. But within hours, her body is found still in the house, drowned in an apple bobbing tub. Ooh, that just sounds so perfect. I love the fact that it's set at a Halloween party, and I love the fact that it seems like it's almost like a double murder mystery that's going on, and I just think that sounds so perfect to pick up this time of year, and yeah, the perfect cozy mystery. Okay, so next up I wanted to include a middle grade on this list, and the one that I've chosen is The Halloween Tree, and this is written by Ray Bradbury. This one has one of the most gorgeous covers that I've ever seen. I'll have to pop the illustrator up on the screen because I can't remember who did the illustrations for the book, but it just looks so atmospheric and cozy and perfect for this time of year. So this, as I said before, is a middle grade story, so it's a children's book, and from what I understand it follows a group of boys who who are all kind of dressed up for Halloween. So they've all got their costumes on, like maybe one's dressed as a mummy or like, you know, traditional Halloween costumes. But none of these young boys actually know the reason behind why we have this tradition of dressing up as something scary at Halloween. And then they bump into this mysterious man who is called Mr. Moundshroud, and he takes them on this crazy journey through time and space to show them the true meaning of Halloween. I think this one sounds so fun. This sounds like the kind of story that would make a good tradition if you've got a family, maybe if you've got little ones, or if you just think that it sounds fun and you enjoy middle grade. I think this would be such a lovely story to pick up every October and have that nice tradition and to revisit, because it just seems like such a wholesome story. So that's my middle grade pick for this list. And then we've got something a little bit different. So going along the kind of cozy theme, so maybe if you're not too into scary stories, then you might want to pick up this next one. So this one is called The Cafe Between Pumpkin and Pie, and it's written by Marina Adair, Kate Angel and Stacey Finns. So this one just looks like the most cozy and wholesome story. I absolutely adore the cover of this one. I think it just looks so inviting and warm and just comforting. And I read like literally like the first bit of the synopsis for this one and immediately put it on my list, because it says, in Moonbright there's a pumpkin on every porch, fresh brewed apple cider in every cup, and the sweetest sorcery in the air. I mean, I don't really need to know much more than that. That honestly sounds like the most atmospheric and cozy setting. But if I do read a little bit more, it says, before, after and even during the excitement of the annual Halloween parade, gathering at the Corner Cafe is a beloved Moonbright tradition. Costumed revellers of all kinds come for the famous whoopie pies, the heartfelt hospitality, and the chance to hear the town's spookiest stories and local legends whispered to the younger generation. The most magically romantic legend of all promises that a Moonbright woman will marry the man she sees reflected in a mirror on Halloween. For 3 such singles, the crunch of fall leaves and the fragrance of fresh-baked pie sets the perfect stage for this most tantalising trick and most delightful treat, the genuine enchantment of true love. I mean, that just sounds like an ooey gooey, lovely little romance with a little something of magic in there. So yeah, I think that sounds really, really cute. Okay, so switching back to horror, I've got another horror short story that I wanted to include on this list that I think sounds really great. This one is called Halloween Fiend, and it's written by C.V. Hunt. So this is an adult short story horror, and it's set in a small town that is haunted by this creature that the villagers refer to as Halloween. So it says on the back, once the sun sets each day, Halloween emerges to collect its treats, a small live offering from each household. The residents comply because no one wants to be the target of Halloween's tricks, but the nightmare of residing in the town is nothing compared to the yearly ritual Halloween demands on the citizens on All Hallows Eve. Ooh, so I think this one sounds really, really creepy. I'm interested to see what this creature is like. It sounds like it's going to be like a really scary monster horror, and I think this is going to be perfect for you as well if you enjoy that kind of small town setting in your horror books. So yeah, I think that one sounds really fun. Next, I wanted to include a graphic novel on this list, and the one that I've chosen is Pumpkinheads, which is written by Faith Erin Hicks. So this looks so fun, and it's a graphic novel series that I've had my eye on for a really long time. I feel like there was quite a lot of hype about this graphic novel quite a few years ago on BookTube, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I think it sounds so cute. So this is a young adult graphic novel, and it follows 2 best friends who work in this pumpkin patch every year, and they kind of have a seasonal relationship really, because they spend a lot of time each other when they're working on this pumpkin patch, and then they don't really see each other for the whole rest of the year. So they kind of say goodbye on Halloween, and then they're reunited the following September the 1st. I've heard from a lot of people that it's quite wholesome and that it's really cute, and I also think the artwork in here looks really, really lovely. It looks like the most autumnal thing that you could pick up. So if you're wanting to get into the autumn spirit and feel all autumnal and things, but you don't want anything too scary or anything too much of a commitment, then this might be a really lovely one to pick up one evening. Okay, and the last book on this little pumpkin-y TBR is one that was actually recommended to me by Amy McCall on one of my previous videos, so thank you so much, Amy, for the recommendation. But this one is called Autumn Crow, and it has one of the most striking covers. I mean, that is just Halloween summed up, isn't it? The cover art is absolutely fantastic on this one. So yeah, I don't know a huge amount about this one. I think it might be young adult, but correct me if I am wrong. And it says on the back of this one, "Welcome to Autumn Crow Valley, where every night is Halloween. Enjoy your stay, but first a few words of warning. Stay out of the forest, never venture out after dark, and don't stare too long into the shadows. You may not like what you see. Have a pleasant visit, and we hope it won't be your last." Ooh. So yeah, this one sounds like a really charming story. Again, I'm not sure if it's young adult or possibly it sounds a little bit middle grade, but I think this one is absolutely perfect for this time of year, and I think it's going to be really, really fun. So thank you so much, Amy, for that recommendation. And yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you found it fun. I hope that you found some reads to pick up this Halloween season. Please let me know if you're planning to read any of these books, or if you're inspired to read any of these books after watching this video. I would love to have a chat with you down below in the comments, or if you just want to let me know that you're here, that would be much appreciated. If you're not sure what to write, you could always leave me a little emoji, maybe a pumpkin emoji, or maybe a little black cat emoji, and yeah, that would just be really lovely because it just shows me that you've been here and you've been supporting my channel, and that means the world. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I guess I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!